Okay, get in here. Last show before the end of the year, and Linda just told me a story as we were coming in here. You had some Hawkins cheesies?
Hawkins cheesies.
Yep, my favorites.
Which I haven't had in decades. Yeah. And I thought, and I grabbed some and I opened them and was like, oh, they're nice and crunchy, but they're so salty.
They're so salty and good.
And I thought, I ate more and I thought, wow, are these ever salty? As I ate more and I ate more and I ate the entire bag, like a full bag.
Sleeve, we call it.
The next day, I weighed myself 2 pounds heavier. And my face was puffy and my eyes and everything. I was like, okay, that'll do me for a couple more decades.
You're salty enough.
Out, I'm done. But they were yummy. Someone told me you freeze them. You're supposed to freeze them?
Okay,
Why?
my cousin Mike.
Why?
Try it. I was very skeptical. My cousin Mike, my uncle Steve Verlac loved his Hawkins cheesies. They were literally laid out as a celebration of life when he passed away. Honestly, but they, he would love that you laughed. He would love that you laughed because it's a thing. Hawkins cheesies was a thing, and his son Mike is like, got to have them frozen. He puts them in the freezer in advance of watching any baseball game, any football game.
Why?
It does something to that cornmeal. We're getting off topic.
Makes them even saltier,
Makes
probably,
them even
right?
more delicious.
Someone else said they make great fire starter, apparently.
Oh, yeah. So do Doritos.
Really?
Yeah.
See, we have learned so much that you don't need to know.
You know what you need to know is about how much we love your viewing party photos.
No, wait. Before we get there,
okay.
We have to talk about the guest that we had on last week, Lonnie Atwood.
Right.
Was that what you were going to talk about?
Oh, no, I was just going to give people grief about sending you pictures of their feet.
Okay, we're going to get to that in 1 second. So Lonnie is the mom, 43-year-old, got a couple of teenage sons, has cancer, dicked around by the system and what have you. Well, she got a Christmas miracle. It doesn't have to do with her health. Well, her mental health. Because of that story she did, not on our show, but in the paper, she was reunited with the son that she gave up for adoption a quarter century ago.
Isn't that awesome?
And she just is delighted, and they're thrilled to get together. Anyway, I just like
Hayden and Lonnie.
She
went
needs
for a
some
walk.
Positivity and some good stuff. So
Let's
love
hope
it.
things.
All right, talk about the pictures.
Okay, so Linda wants your faces, not your feet. Actually, Derek Wong, our technical director here, also
no more
was
feet,
like,
no more toes.
We need to get Steel and Vance slippers for people so I don't have to look at their toes anymore.
Before we tell you about the giving away the prize, I want to show a viewer email, which is a picture that they also sent in to us. Said, sister time, we never miss, ladies. Thanks for the smiles, laughs, information, and many "are you kidding me" moments. Wishing you both a very Merry Christmas and continued success in 2024. Audrey and Cindy.
Hold that photo up there for a second, because see the slippers that they're wearing there?
Yeah.
I have those slippers.
Oh, those are fun. Those
I
are like
love
the
them.
socks, right?
I got them from my lifelong best friend, Sandy McClay, who watches our show. Sandra McClay, she watches our show every week, always has a comment on, hi, Sam.
Yeah.
Love those slippers. And if you want to get in on our viewing party, take a picture of your fine self in front of your TV watching us right now. Send it to viewingparty@chekmedia.ca. And this week, an opportunity to yet again win a $150 gift card to Romer's, which is in Metro Vancouver, or Steamship Bar and Grill, or Grill and Bar, which is located in the Harbour in Victoria. So you can choose wherever you might be.
And if you're out and about and you happen to see one of us in public, come over and say hi. I had 3 people this week, just when I'm standing on the street corner, like, oh, I love the show. And was like, hey, thank you for watching. Yeah. Love that. What the hell is wrong with people? So do we. Yeah.
People come up to us and like, don't want to interrupt you. It's like, yeah, you do. You want to tell us that you like it. Yeah, it's great. Okay, coming up on today's show, speaking of parties, are you worried about how much it's going to cost for you to throw your holiday party when it comes to groceries?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people said they're not even buying gifts, but here we go. Food has been super expensive this year, and it's going to go up even more next year.
Sylvain Charlebois, the food professor from Dalhousie University, will be by to tell us his predictions for that, what we can expect. Is there good news? Is it all bad news? What are we looking at? We're going to take you through that. We're also going to talk about bad news for one orange-faced former president.
Oh, the Donald Trump is just like churning up the headlines, you know. And now the Colorado Supreme Court said he's not eligible to hold office because he took part in an insurrection or encouraged it or whatever. Yeah. Of course, let the legal battles begin. There's so much going on. Rudy Giuliani.
So
we'll
much.
talk about that.
Indeed. Reggie Cicchini is going to help guide us through. Our Washington correspondent always makes himself available when things get messy south of the border. And people who want to say we shouldn't be concerned about what happens in the U.S. because we're Canadian, it impacts us for sure.
Oh, it totally does. We also have some fun stuff. We are going to be talking to Jen Arden on the show because she has just released her first work of fiction, The Biddlemores.
It's so cool. We'll walk you through how it came to be. But first, we got to get to our hot headlines.
So we both had our COVID shots and our flu shots and our shingles shots and holy pincushion, but apparently a lot of other people have not bothered. So the health experts right across the country, coast to coast, are sounding the alarm about the fact that they're seeing a lot of really sick people this winter that are clogging up hospital rooms and what have you.
Yeah.
And apparently so only 20%-ish of people have got the flu shot this year. Why not?
And scientists actually got it right more so than ever before. They actually got the strain right. So the flu shot is unbelievably protective right now. It's H1N1 is the strain. If you get the flu with the flu shot, you're probably going to be sick between 3 to 5 days. Without, they say it's 3 weeks you could be in bed.
I know
or
3
in hospital.
people who have had COVID in just the last 2 weeks.
Really?
So it's not gone. And I know people say, oh, COVID's over. It's not over. Neither is the flu. Neither is measles, which is on the rise as well.
Right. Get your kids inoculated against preventable diseases, please, with safe and effective vaccines. I want to talk about the EV mandate that just came down from the feds because I do have plug-in hybrid. And one of the things that really got me early days was trying to find
somewhere
places to charge.
I know.
Well, I mean, I don't have a driveway that I can plug in. I don't have a garage that I can plug in. Where am I supposed to plug in my car? And now you're going to be mandating it?
Well,
what do you do?
We do have to move away from fossil fuels.
But infrastructure
I'm not
is
sure
important.
if getting to fully EV vehicles by 2035 is going to work for people who don't have the money to buy an electric vehicle. Yeah, I know there's rebates and whatever, but they're still super expensive. Anyway, it's going to...
The charging stations are a huge problem, by the way.
Cause some issues.
Yes. People need to be able to charge the vehicles. Let's talk about some radicalization of young people, particularly with the rise of anti-Semitism. We're seeing this Ottawa youth arrested and charged with terrorism in an alleged plot against Jewish people, say the RCMP. This one really curls the toes.
And it's a kid who had a
young.
bunch of apparently information and supplies to potentially create bombs. He had been radicalized even before the war between Israel and Hamas. His parents went, whoa, what could it possibly have happened? And then you went back and saw their social media posts. They're also people who are espousing some difficult
there just needs to be some way to help people who are clearly struggling with the negativity and the hate and the want to blame, and this is a real issue, and we talk about mental health a lot here on the show, and people needing to get the help. And I think as a mom, I look at this kid is so young we can't even find out his name. Like, that's how young and how dangerous this is. This could be a move that ruins his life, and somebody saw something somewhere, but no one's looking out for anybody anymore. We need to take care of each other.
How about his parents' parent? How about that?
Yeah.
Okay, we got a ton of things to get to. The bank rate came out. They're holding the rate. They're talking about potentially starting to see some cuts next year. That's good news for anyone with a mortgage.
And anyone with debt. Oh, we got, how about Calgary being the priciest place?
It costs more to live in Calgary than it costs to live in Vancouver.
That's
right
wild.
now.
Well, they did ask everybody to move there, so it got really
Apparently
hot there.
They went to Calgary instead of Edmonton.
And Pierre Poilievre is the newsmaker of the year. Is that a good thing?
Well, not necessarily, because Luca Magnotta and Paul Bernardo have also been the CP newsmaker of the year. But it's clear that Pierre Poilievre is rattling some chains.
Definitely
and
has
rising
the attention.
in the polls.
Yep. And what about, did you hear about this earthquake in Pemberton? There's an it was pretty significant. I saw Drex tweeting about it. He's like, all my friends in the downtown are talking about a shaker.
People who, I didn't feel it, but people in the metro, the greater Vancouver area did. And here's something else. Right on the heels of that, or just before that, they announced that they have found a new fault line in BC.
Where does it run?
This is scary. It's running under Greater Victoria. They said it could potentially cause billions of dollars of damage. So
the Pope. I'm loving this for us. I'm loving this for us. This is huge, Linda.
Well, it doesn't mean he's blessing same-sex marriage,
but
they're blessing same-sex relationships. That's a major step forward for the Catholic Church. So
let's go with that. Yeah.
Matthew Perry, Friends star, we now know for sure that he did die of ketamine.
Yeah.
So they're saying he was taking ketamine therapy, but there was too much in his body. So I don't know. The guy struggled for a very long time and struggled right till the end with his addiction.
That. And Ozempic, we talk a lot about this drug that is for people with type 2 diabetes or type 1 diabetes. Oh, geez, I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV.
Either. Type 2.
Type 2, thank you. And then the side effect is it helps you drop weight.
Right.
And now we're seeing that some people are overdosing on Ozempic.
What happens when you overdose on Ozempic?
It's
not good.
Really, really bad for you. But this is an example of using a drug for a purpose and then using a drug for its unintended purpose and then misusing a drug. So we all need to be really aware that it's not just a thing.
And even Oprah has come out and admitted that, yeah, her weight loss is because she is on a weight loss drug. And she said she's sick of being shamed. She's battled with her weight all her life. She thought it was willpower. It's not. Some people just have an issue with weight. So anyway,
and how about we don't comment on other people's bodies? How about Oprah can do whatever the hell Oprah wants to do, and everybody should. And when someone comes up to you and says, "Ooh, you look very right now," just don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that as a thing. All right, coming up on the show, more historic court rulings. Donald Trump, oh my goodness, Reggie Cicchini is going to pop by and give us the lay of the land.
And also ahead, if you're feeling the financial squeeze at the grocery store, because we all are we in for some price relief in 2024? The food professor Sylvain Charlebois joins us next.
And of course, viewing party time for your $150 gift card at Romer's Burgers or Steamship Grill and Bar. Hello to Annie in Sydney.
Barb in Surrey, hello.
Hi, Barb. Carol on Vancouver Island. Hello there, Carol.
And Kathy Anogi in Nanaimo.
I love this. Nogi. Kind of looks like a reverse scout. Send in your pictures to viewingparty@chekmedia.ca. We'll announce our winner at the end of the show. Now it's time for you to get shopping.